Why Sami Zayn is the Judas of the Bloodline. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to WWE Insider Report. Today, we're diving into one of the hottest topics in the WWE universe, Sami Zayn and his apparent desire to rejoin the Bloodline. Many fans seem excited about a possible reunion, but let me tell you something. This isn't a story about redemption or family. No, this is a story about betrayal, manipulation, and deceit. Sami Zayn isn't just any former member of the Bloodline. To me, he's the Judas Iscariot of the group, a man who's betrayed his so-called family more than once, and, mark my words, he'll do it again if he gets the chance. Let's break it down and see just why Sami Zayn can't be trusted. Building the trust. Let's rewind to Monday Night Raw. We saw an intense exchange between Jimmy Uso and Sami Zayn, with Zayn trying to justify his past actions. And then, in a twist that left many fans stunned, Jey Uso, the same Jey who once declared Sami not family, suddenly gave him his approval. He said, "I was wrong. Just because he's not blood related doesn't mean he's not family." Saying he sees Jimmy, Jey, and yes, even Sami Uso as family. But hold up. Let's pause right there. How quickly Jey seems to forget the damage Sami caused. Is this the same Sami Uso who betrayed their tribal chief, Roman Reigns, in the most shocking way possible? Or is Jey just blinded by the yeet printed all over his sunglasses? Because what I see is the same Sami Zayn who once stabbed the Bloodline in the back. And believe me, he's got the knife sharpened again. Sami's manipulative game. Let's talk about manipulation. Sami Zayn is a master of getting into people's heads. He calls himself the master strategist for a reason. In his exchange with Jimmy, he twisted history to make Jimmy look like the bad guy. Zayn said things like, "Before Roman, it was you and me. You brought me into this family. You were my dog. You were my brother. And then, when things got bad between me and Roman, what happened? You kicked me in the face." I'll give Sami credit for being convincing. He knows how to spin a story. But let's look at the facts. Sami conveniently leaves out the reason Jimmy superkicked him in the first place. He makes it sound like it was a petty disagreement with Roman, but the reality is far from it. The reason Jimmy superkicked Sami was because Zayn betrayed Roman Reigns at the 2023 Royal Rumble. That's right, Sami struck Roman with a steel chair when his back was turned, in an act of ultimate betrayal, just like another WWE traitor, Seth Rollins. And let's be real, any member of the Bloodline would have been justified in kicking Sami after that. But here we are, watching him try to slide back in, acting like it's all water under the bridge. He's trying to rewrite history to paint himself as a victim, but we know the truth. Some fans see Sami as a tragic hero, a misunderstood soul who got in over his head. But let's not forget, this is the same Sami Zayn who's left people high and dry more than once. The same Sami Zayn who once tried to end Bryan Danielson's career. The same guy who ghosted Shinsuke Nakamura and Cesaro when things got rough. And now, he's forcing his way back into the Bloodline, just like he did with Nakamura and Cesaro. Sami Zayn is all about using people to get what he wants. When he joined the Bloodline, it wasn't about loyalty or respect. He was looking for protection and a chance to boost his own reputation. Remember when he came crawling to the Bloodline after his humiliating feud with Johnny Knoxville? He needed backup, so he offered himself as their informant, their master strategist, ready to do whatever it took to gain their trust. And let's not forget his infamous line, "I get in people's heads. I make myself comfortable in there. I'm throwing down a blanket. I'm having a picnic. I'm doing a little dance." That's what he does. He gets close. He makes himself a part of their lives. And then, when the time is right, he strikes. All of this manipulation, all of this scheming, was leading to one moment, the 2023 Royal Rumble. With Roman Reigns' back turned, Sami struck, hitting Roman with a steel chair in front of the world. That moment was the ultimate betrayal, a Judas move if I've ever seen one. But was it really about protecting his friend, Kevin Owens, as Sami claimed? Or was it an opportunistic play to tear the Bloodline apart and make his own name? After the chair shot, Sami tried to distance himself from the family, acting like he'd had some moral revelation. But his actions since then tell a different story. He joined forces with Owens, made peace with Cody Rhodes, and went after Roman again. But he failed, time and time again. And while he was out there trying to dethrone Roman, the damage he caused within the Bloodline was irreversible. He left Jay torn, Jimmy betrayed, and Roman blindsided. With all this history, you'd think Jay and Jimmy would keep their distance. Yet, here we are, with Jay handing Sami an invitation back into the family, just as Jimmy seems to question where his loyalty lies. To be honest, this back and forth drama is exactly what Sami wants. He thrives on causing conflict, on making people question each other. This is classic master strategist Sami Zayn. And let's be clear, Zayn isn't trying to rejoin the bloodline for family. After coming up short in his last title bid, it seems like Zayn's trying to headline the next big event. Survivor Series is just around the corner, and the spotlight's calling his name. If he gets back in the bloodline, you can bet it's all about a big payday. The Sami Uso shirts, the royalties, the main event, that's what he's after. Not family, not loyalty, just fame and fortune. So where does this leave us? Sami's latest play is to get back in with the bloodline. But this isn't a man who wants to mend relationships. This is a man angling for another shot at the title. A man who's looking to cash in on the bloodline's legacy. And as we've seen before, he'll do whatever it takes to get what he wants, even if it means tearing the bloodline apart all over again. Let's look at his track record. After stabbing Roman in the back, he tried to be the hero, the people's champion, but he came up short. Now, his title aspirations are falling flat, and he's out of options. So what does he do? He comes crawling back to the bloodline, hoping they'll forget his betrayal. But some of us haven't forgotten. I, for one, remember the chair shot. I remember the way he tried to turn Jimmy and Jay against each other, planting seeds of doubt and division. Sami's a virus, infecting the family, spreading discontent, and he's hoping they'll let him back in. In the end, the decision lies with the tribal chief himself, Roman Reigns. With Jay and Jimmy headed back to SmackDown this Friday, Zayn's supposedly going to have a serious sit-down with Roman. And whatever Reigns decides, you know the bloodline will follow. But if Roman knows what's good for his family, he'll keep Sami Zayn out. As a loyal resident of the Island of Relevancy, I stand by my tribal chief. And if there's a vote to be had, I'll be voting no. No to Sami Zayn's return. No to another chance for him to poison the bloodline. This man is Judas, plain and simple. He's not coming back for family. He's coming back for another payday, another main event slot, another big t-shirt sale. He's about the bank line, not the bloodline. So when SmackDown rolls around and the final decision is made, I'll be right there supporting whatever Roman Reigns decides. But for me, it's a hard no yeet from me, dog. Sami Zayn, the door to the bloodline should stay shut. You've made your bed. Now go lie in it.